guest with us today. We got Lil One The Champ with us, man. How are you doing?
Man, I'm cooling, bro. I'm cooling.
Man, we
tired, but you know.
We
Right.
Let's come with it.
Did I tell you I might get fired for my second job?
No.
Okay, we'll talk about that later because that's why I'm tired. But never mind. I hope I don't. Lord, be with me. Anyways, we saw you at Boosie Bash. Before we get with the other thing, man. How was it? Being a part of like a big concert like that, especially for like the city here in Baton Rouge.
Man, it was crazy. It was crazy. Just the people who was involved with it, you know what I'm saying, especially Boosie himself, you know what I'm saying, like he DM'd me, you know what I'm saying, and he was like, man, do me a drop, you know what I'm saying, like, dude ain't even like, you know what I'm saying, we didn't even talk about it, like, really, he like, yeah, man, do me a drop, you know what I'm saying, come do your hottest songs, whoop the whoop. It's just so regular about it, you know what I'm saying? But it was crazy how everything, came together. It just was so much support from the city. Everybody thought, some bullshit was going to pop. I could curse on it?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yes.
Everybody thought it was going to be some bullshit, and it was just a really, like, just good, clean fun. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
It was, man. I think it was. And how did... you say he just hit you up, do the drop. Like, how did it... Everybody didn't get to perform at Boosie Bash,
Right.
So, the hottest... He felt like the hottest people he felt for our city was gonna be on that stage. So how you felt like just knowing that you was one of those people that just no doubt.
That shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I lost myself about 72 hours. I was changed on all my homeboys. Starts forwarding to my manager. You heard me? Nah, I'm just fucking with you now. But it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I was blessed to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I just, see what everybody else had going on. Everybody got these big movements and stuff. So I just, it just kind of like it just verified that I'm, moving in the right direction. You know what I mean?
And not saying you necessarily want to be like Boosie, but it's that, like, he has a high level of popularity here in the city,
Right.
Especially, so is that like, something you kind of strive for? I know it's much bigger than that, but is that something you like, you see, and that's something you would like take from that?
But, like, I just feel like Boosie, bro, like, out of every rapper that I follow, you know what I'm saying, just throughout my whole journey, just, being in love with the culture and music in itself, everybody who I ever follow, like, I feel like Boosie is the truest to himself since the beginning. He just be Boosie, you know what I'm saying? So that's definitely something that I admire, you know what I'm saying? And I strive to be like that, just as true to myself as Boosie is to his own self, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like, of course, he a hometown hero, so I think everybody who, went... Basically, like, the reason I do music is to kind of, like, be a voice for, my slice of the city. So to be accepted by the people that I speak for, that's a big thing. That's a goal of mine, definitely.
So, how did you kind of get into music? You've been rapping for a while now, man. You got a lot of projects.
Too damn long.
So how did you get started? Like, what was the motivation behind it?
It was just like, I don't even know, bro. Like, my first rap I ever wrote, it was just like I could do that shit. It was crazy. I wrote a rap, my very first rap, and I rapped that shit, and people was just looking like, what the fuck? How you know how to do it? But I always been like that. Like, I jumped on a bike and just rode that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I learned how to do shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to make beats. My brother and them, they made beats. I started tapping on that shit, making beats. You know what I'm saying? Trey tell you, I didn't even know him since I was about 11 years old. I was doing that shit since then. I'm talking about, like, anything I try to do, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Just natural.
yeah, I'm about to start me a podcast. I'm gonna put y'all shit right out of business with my dog.
Hey, you gotta put us on though.
Yeah, that was my first guest. I said, man, I remember I told y'all I could do whatever. Yeah. Nah, but I just started.
Wait, that'd be fucked up. Nigga try, yeah, man. Start your podcast for High Spy.
Right.
Nigga shit blow up. We like,
Nah,
nigga Trey don't hit us back with studio time.
Music was always all around me. People in my house did music, and it was just like I started rapping, bro, a long time ago. Like when I was a little fucking child. It was '98 when I started rapping. If you remember, like the year '98 and how like that was like the golden era of hip hop for my generation. You had Lauryn Hill, The Miseducation came out, Eminem came out. Juvenile, 400 Degrees came out. Jay-Z's Blueprint came out.
Everything.
So exactly the whole structure, like, you know what I'm saying? So I was just, so influenced by that shit, and it's just like I just took a stab at it, and like, people received it so well in the beginning. I just, been sticking with it ever since.
That's a good thought. What you mentioned in some of those people, for the fact that a lot of rappers from Baton Rouge kind of look up to strictly Baton Rouge rappers who came before them. But from saying that, it's clearly that you have a taste beyond the city. So who are some people you besides some of those you might have mentioned? who you kind of, you know, watched growing up and you was like, okay, I like that. I
From
wish.
here?
Beyond
Here.
here. Beyond here. Yeah.
Man, like I said, of course, I was first influenced by the wave that the West Coast had, you know, and I didn't know just about pop. Like I was jamming motherfucking Celly Cell and you know Mac Dre, and they had niggas like Razzcast who was underground and who was like, you know, had real significant projects and just made big contributions to hip hop and people don't know about them. So I was like in tune with like all kind of niggas like that. Then, you know, when the wave caught on like with No Limit and Hot Boys and shit like that, yeah, I had a chopper and Soldier Rag on every verse. You know what I'm saying?
Soldier.
Yeah, all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I guess just like as it just, you know, as the wave just continued to shift, you know what I'm saying? I was influenced by all of that shit. Still to this day I am. You know, I listen to every damn thing, not even just rap. I just listen to music, period.
Okay. Before I want to talk about your music, but I know you're from North Baton Rouge, right?
Right.
And I think I have to ask you this question. How do you feel, well, and this is nothing related to music.
Yeah.
How do you feel North Baton Rouge is treated? Like, I feel like the North is, I know when I worked at the news station a while back, we did a package called The Forgotten North. Because it's really like,
It's the forgotten part of BR.
it's the forgotten part of Baton Rouge. So how do you feel like seeing a lot of this new development like on the south of Baton Rouge, but it's not really as much
in the north.
in your side of the city?
Right. Well, it's like, I guess if it was like, you know, something that used to be different and it's changing, I will be affected more so by it, but we so used to that shit up
Yeah.
there.
Right.
It's just like, we not even expecting no build up and no, like, if you from anywhere else, you know what I'm saying, and you come to Baton Rouge, you don't even got no business going on the
Right.
north.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to the
visiting
airport.
somebody's family, or you going to
Southern.
Southern. That's about it.
Southern and the
Look,
airport.
We ain't got no
You
mall
don't have no
up there. We ain't
hospitals
got
over there.
Man, you wanna know what's crazy? I tell people all the time, and it's true. You could do it right now. Somebody can pull out their phone here right now. If you just type in North Baton Rouge on Google and hit images, you gonna see yellow tape and crime scenes. That's facts. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
So it's just like, you know, we just like numb to the fact that, you know, the city don't, you know, dump no funding into the development of where we come from. It's like, you know, we know they don't give a fuck about us. It's like, duh. You know what I'm saying? The only shocking part is that people are being shocked by it. To me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, duh, nigga, duh. You know what I'm saying? That shit.
I don't know, man. I think it hit me like the other day though, because I was driving by the mall, and you know they got the lake. They got the lake on Essen. They got General by the
Baton Rouge
mall,
General.
and they got 2 new hospitals they building right by them. And I'm like,
Right.
we can't get one
Not one of them.
in the
joints.
north, but
Right.
we got 4 in like a 5-minute span on the interstate. I was
We
just
got
like,
more need for an emergency room
Right.
in the north than
Right.
anywhere else in the city.
exactly.
Right.
So I was just like, man, that's crazy. You put something on Instagram a while ago, not too long ago, about your 15 projects, right?
Mhm.
So from your perspective, not counting the last one, because I feel like automatically you was gonna say Baby Russia, but not counting Baby Russia, what is your favorite project of the other 14?
Man.
A lot to
Oh.
choose from.
Yeah, it's kind of like I just got favorite records
Mhm.
versus, you know what
The
I'm saying,
whole
favorite
project.
projects. But I will say this, though. My Loyalty project is probably, you know what I'm saying, it just was like a real, like, wake-up call that I could actually, even though I had projects before then, I was still, like, one foot in the bullshit. And then, like, you know, I'm a rapper in my spare time, you know. So when I did the Loyalty record, you know, it was like, first of all, I wrote every single song on that project in the penitentiary. Every record, every single one, you know what I'm saying? I wrote in jail, and I had such a plan. You know, I was in jail they gave me 5 years. I did 3.5 on it, you know what I'm saying? So I had this shit mapped out. I was going to come home. I was going to drop these records. I had a marketing plan and, you know, how to get the money to fund the marketing plan and the whole 9. You know, nigga had a whole bunch of waves and some motion. I used to brush my shit 1,000 times a day. You hear me? I just came out that bitch ready. You know what I'm saying? So when I came and I kind of like I signed to Dead Game Records and I put out that tape. You know what I'm saying? And I just was like on fire, not to the people, just to myself. You know what I'm saying? It was like I was proud of the fact that I was taking this shit serious.
Seriously.
Even though other people that like they ain't seen nothing different.
Yeah.
You know, I just felt different because I was more serious about this shit than ever. I had a child, you know, and I needed this to work because I know, man, you know, with me doing the things that I normally would do, if I go in front of this judge again,
Yeah.
you know, they gonna come in that bitch with basketball shorts on next time and just slam a nigga, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I just was more serious than ever, you know what I'm saying?
So you think going to jail kind of like made you really
no.
so it didn't
I
change.
had been in jail a lot of times prior.
So what
You know what I'm saying?
changed? So what changed the mindset to
It
like
probably
really
was-
put my foot in?
I think it was the birth
Child?
of my daughter. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. I had a daughter, you know what I'm saying? And man, so look, all my young niggas, bro, who got shit going on, man, watch who you had kids with. Let me just say that, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know, and I ain't gonna get no
Words of
deeper into it
wisdom.
because I'm not here to, you know what I'm saying, tarnish, you know, nobody else. That's neither here nor I ain't even gonna get into that. Just watch who you had kids with, you know what I'm saying? I had a baby and I had an obligation, and not only did I have an obligation, but like I had no choice but to be, you know, super involved. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like not just regular involved. I had to do more than my part
Yeah.
based on my circumstances. You know what I'm saying? And so like the severity of that situation there just made me take everything more serious. Not just, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to chill with no niggas no more. I don't want to come chop it up. I'm not pulling up back there getting 2 for 6s with niggas in the hood. None of that shit no
Right.
more. You know what I'm saying? Like everything has to count. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it was just that moment, you know what I'm saying? Well, you know, I came home and I realized, you know, how my kid was living, you know, and how shit was going since I had been gone. So it's just like, shit, I gotta change it. And I just been like that every day since.
And have you putting that both foot forward? Have you seen a difference in your career since
I
then?
definitely have. Like, you know, back when I had all these tapes out and, you know, nigga used to tell me all the time, man, you nice, man, you can rap, woo, woo, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, now it's different. You know, niggas used to be like, you know, I got this record I won't get you on. And now nigga like, man, how much you charge to get on the record? And,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So that made me see that now that I'm taking myself more serious, that other
Everybody
people are
else
taking
is.
me more seriously, right?
How does it feel, man, being a rapper here at Baton Rouge too? For the fact that it's a lot like you are a real rapper. Like it's realness when you hear your lyrics and your music.
Right.
But a lot we don't always our kids. Let's say that because there's a lot of the youth. If I was a teacher, I would be around a lot of kids that listen to a lot of the Baton Rouge music.
Right.
If I was a teacher, so and to me they gravitate to not necessarily real, but they like beef. That's what they
want to
really
hear being rapped about.
they like
Right.
beef. They like murder, kill. And
Right.
to me, what I liked about Boosie the best is that he can rap about this stuff, but he had real music. Like it was believable, and it wasn't
Right.
just to show it's like stuff I'm really going through.
Right.
So how do you feel like dealing with like the kind of the bullshit BR rap culture versus like the real BR rap culture? Because I feel like a lot of the real culture gets overlooked by the bullshit.
Right. Well, I feel like, bro, like kids and, you know, young niggas, and not just kids and young niggas, but like fortunate ass motherfuckers also. Like they don't always live in reality, right?
Yeah.
Like in our reality. Like I come from like a very real reality, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so like you know, when you don't live, you know what I'm saying, like when you don't gotta live that shit, it's easy to, you know, ride around and, you know, leaning out the window and just doing it. It's just like they don't, you know, I feel like you gotta have a certain type of trained ear to appreciate what I have to say. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm speaking from a different perspective, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like these niggas, it's like, you know, they don't live in reality. You know what I'm saying? So they just, it's hard to relate to reality when, you know what I'm saying? It's easier for them to relate to their false, you know, reality than what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, and I'm gonna say this though, like, I wouldn't say, you know, it's a bullshit scene and then there's a real scene because it's all about preference. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it's like us as music lovers, we're gonna call one side of shit, you know, bullshit. And then, but at the end of the day, this is business. You know, so if the bullshit is selling, this ain't bullshit at all.
Oh, and I like
for
the
example,
bullshit, but I like a lot of the bullshit.
Right.
It's just like some of it
There's
is
a time
just,
and a place for it.
yeah, and I feel
Just like
like
there's a time and a place for a double cheeseburger versus a big gourmet ass $13 burger.
That's true.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's just, you know, a time and a place for it. So it's like, it's all about being able to build a fan base and, you know, consistently cater and feed that fan base. And if you can do that and you can sell records and you can appeal to the market, then do it. Just don't get wrapped up in the bullshit, you know what I'm saying, that you're rapping about.
yeah, I feel like a lot of artists here let the bullshit stop them from being great in their careers.
Definitely.
Like, so I feel like that's something like,
And that's that's why, like, you know, it's all like kind of like what you're in pursuit of. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not gonna have to deal with a lot of the shit. You know what I'm saying? That another nigga, you know, like for example, like if you pursuing to be like fucking Boosie, you gonna have to go through a lot of shit that Boosie shit. With, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to go through the shit Boosie. With. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm trying to, you know, do things just on a whole nother scale. Not to say Boosie and Big is a bitch. You one of my favorites. I definitely gotta.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying.
songs of them.
Right, I'm saying, you know, when you out there and you know you got a certain image, you know, and it's like, you know, it's gonna be a time where you're gonna have to live up to that. And it's like, if I was around this bitch saying, yeah, man, just my image was being this fucking philanthropist, and yeah, I'm doing for the hood, and I'm out there with my fist in the air every time a nigga get killed by the police and shit.
Yeah.
When it come time to
They gonna
stand
be
up,
looking for
they gonna be
you.
looking for
Looking
this
for
nigga.
you.
What this
Yeah.
activist rapping ass nigga?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when it's time to get gangster, they looking for a nigga that's in the YouTube videos with the sticks.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? And so it's like, it's all about what you're in pursuit of. And it's like, based on, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is that you're pursuing, your journey is going to be different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to back that shit up, man, rapping about all that shit.
You do. A lot of eyes are on Baton Rouge right now. Like
Right.
a lot of different media outlets are claiming like this is at least one of the top 3 hottest upcoming hip hop scenes in the United States. So, what separates Lil One The Champ from the rest of the artists here in Baton Rouge? What separates you, makes you different?
Man, I think we all different. You know what I'm saying? Shit, and like I say, probably just my perspective. You know what I'm saying? And like, by me, you know, I kind of like zero in on a certain story when I rap, and it's my own personal story. You know what I'm saying? Another nigga might have like a broader, you know what I'm saying? It's all these niggas' stories. It's
Yeah.
the same. You know what I'm saying? So by me telling my own personal story, it's just gonna be, you know, just that bitch gonna tailor fit my life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like that's the difference between me and another nigga, is that I'm telling my own personal story. You know what I mean?
So we got Baby Russia in 2017. I saw also that, you know, you've been in your studio
Right.
crafting up something for 2018. So what we working on, man? What can people, fans expect to, or even people who are gonna listen to this and be like, okay, let me check that nigga out. What can they expect in 2018?
I'm hoping that the couple of fans I do got, that they just be patient with me, because my main objective is to gain new fans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So with me trying to, I'm always gonna be true to myself. Like I say, I'm always gonna, you know, speak facts and shit that's going on in my real life, and I'm always gonna know that I got a responsibility being where I'm from and having a voice. So I'm always, you know, maintaining a certain level of quality to my music.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to shift it to getting off of a lot of the personal shit. I'm trying to have a little more fun. I'm trying to make hits. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I don't want to get booked. You know what I mean? You feel me?
Get the paper.
Yeah, so, like, you know, I hope my core following, you know, the people who looking for that gospel, you know, then I feel like I'm still going to, you know, give them a couple of songs on that bitch that they can jam to. But, you know, right now I'm trying to make hits. You know, I'm working with a lot of established artists. I'm trying to just penetrate a new market. So that's basically my plan. You know, I got some records with I got a record with Lil Baby. You know, I feel like gonna go crazy on the radio. I got some street bangers with a couple of the niggas from around here that everybody just been dying to see me kind of go up against. You know what I'm saying? Like Main Music.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and motherfucking I got the you know, the Lil Homie show with Marty on that bitch. You know, and I got a lot of shit on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet or exactly when I'm gonna release it, but I got like 3 tapes in the hole. So like I said, I'm trying to make everything count. this time. So
Uh-huh.
instead of just
Rushing
taking the
something
same
out.
approach, putting it out there, you know, because I feel like I kind of hit a ceiling as far as the formula that I've been using for the past couple of years.
Right.
So I'm trying to, you know, add a few things to it, you know what I'm saying, and just try to, you know, just promote shit on a bigger scale this time.
I mess with that, man. Like my whole theme for this year has been like expansion. Like so expanding whatever you got, whatever you already doing, just take it to that next level. So I mean,
Right.
take that, and we appreciate you coming on the show today. And I feel like you got that
appreciate
same
that.
mindset. Like
Right.
you trying to take what you got
And expand.
and expand it. So
Yeah,
man,
definitely.
we appreciate you coming on the Hot Spot Podcast. You know, when you start yours and kick us out of business, just bring us on the show, man. But before we get out of here, what's your social medias? Where can they find you? All that
Man,
good stuff. Plug.
All my social media is the same as Lil One The Champ. You know what I'm saying? Everything spelled correctly. When I say that, I mean ain't no DA champ.
Lil
And
One
my
The
shit
Champ.
THE. You know what I'm saying? Lil One The Champ, and my shit the same on everything. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you go get the Baby Rusher. It's everywhere where music is available. All your major digital platforms, and we're doing numbers, by the way. We had like almost like 500,000 streams. So
Doing
make sure
good.
you support that.
Last but not least, where you get your name? Where the name come from?
Man, I ain't never make that shit up. That's the crazy part. My name, everybody who been knowing me since I was a kid call me Goldie. That's what I still got King Goldie tattooed on my arm. If you go on my Instagram, it's gonna say King Goldie on there. Like that's really like what they've been calling me since I was a kid. The Lil One The Champ shit is I hung around. Everybody who I hung around was older than me, you know, and I was always known for rap. Like I said, I've been writing rap since 10, 11 years old, and you know, like I say, he know he was there when I was this tall. I used to rap a 20-year-old nigga down to the surface. Like niggas used to take me and show me off. All my older homeboys would take me to Lafayette, New Orleans. Man, look, they'll sit back, you know, let the nigga rap. All right, watch this.
Right.
Go, fuck him up. You know what I'm saying? I used to fuck him up. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I wasn't just like battle rapping, but we would like swap verses so aggressively. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's like they just used to call me Lil One just because I was young. And the champ shit came because I used to just stand in front of the nigga and rap his ass down. You know what I'm saying?
So natural.
Yeah, it just kind of came. Like I don't even like that shit. Like I mean, I like it, but it's just kind of lengthy. It's kind of awkward. You know what I mean? It's just shit. It stuck with me.
It's
I ain't know
stuck
you
now.
could make
Ain't
that
going
shit,
nowhere
dude.
now.
Yeah, my nigga Benjamin Bowman. We call him Pop. Free him here in the feds. He should be home next year. But he actually, you know, stamped and gave me that name. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like a name, Lil One. Man, what Lil One at? But that wasn't an official name, so he's like, man, we gonna call you that from now on. You know what I'm saying? It was like, fuck it. And I just ran with it. You know? So that's how it came about.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Lil One The Champ. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. The Hot Spot Podcast. We'll be back for happy hour. Then we'll, you know, let y'all do whatever y'all want to do.
Yeah, no
Get
doubt.
it.
I might come back from